Kunjabi Ahari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabi Ahari Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Astataru Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Abhay Charanaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON Founder BBT Founder Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Ki Bhakti Vedanta Purports Ki Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. So we shall read from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is the Adi Leela, chapter 17, the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya in his youth, text 117. Jala Pana Kariya Nache Ana Vivala Yamuna Kashana Lila Dekaye Sakala Jalapana kariyanache anavivala. Yamuna kashana lila dekaye sakala. Jalapana kariyanache anavivala. Yamuna kashana lila dekaye sakala. Jalapana kariyanache anavivala. Yamuna kashana lila dekaye sakala. Mataji's. Jala, water. Pana kariya, after drinking. Nache, dances. Ana, becoming. Vivala, ecstatic. Yamuna akashana, attracting the river Yamuna. Leela, pastimes. Dekaye, sees. Sakala, everyone. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Brihad Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki. Translation. After drinking the water, Lord Chaitanya became so ecstatic that he began to dance. Thus everyone saw the pastime of attracting the river Yamuna. Purport. Yamuna Kashana Leela is the pastime of attracting the Yamuna. One day, Sri Baladev wanted the Yamuna river to come before him, and when the river Yamuna refused, he took his plough, wanting to dig a canal so that the Yamuna would be obliged to come there. Since Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the original form of Baladev, in his ecstasy he asked everyone to bring honey. In this way, all the devotees standing there saw the Yamuna Kashana Leela. In this Leela, Baladev was accompanied by his girlfriends. After drinking a honey beverage called Varuni, he wanted to jump into the Yamuna and swim with the girls. It is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 65, Text 25 to 30 and 33, that Lord Baladev asked the Yamuna to come near. And when the river disobeyed the order of the Lord, he became angry and thus wanted to snatch her near to him with his plough. The Yamuna, however, very much afraid of Lord Balaram's anger, immediately came and surrendered unto him, praying to the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and admitting her fault. She was then excused. This is the sum and substance of the Yamuna Kashana Leela. The incident is also described in the prayer of Jayadev Goswami concerning the 10 incarnations. Vihasi vapusi vishadevasanam jalabdabam halahati biti milita yamunabam keshavadrita haladara rupa jaya jagadishare. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Apatitanam Pavanabhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So one day Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he sat down on the corridor of a particular Vishnu temple and he began calling out very loudly, bring some honey, bring some honey. So nobody understood what was happening. Nobody really understood what was happening. So only Lord Nityananda understood. So Nityananda, he didn't bring some honey, but he brought in a clay pot, a huge clay pot, water from the Ganga as a token, and he placed it before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So then this particular verse, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, mistaking the Ganga water in a clay pot for honey, began drinking it. But he did not mistake it for honey. He was in the consciousness of drinking honey. So there are two aspects here. One is that you may give something to somebody, see, but the consciousness in which it's taken is more important than the actual substance of what you have given them. See? So to give you a simple example, see? Just like if you take some Mahaprasad of Srila Prabhupada, and you take that Mahaprasad and you honor it, you're not honoring really the substance prasad, but you're honoring the consciousness of Srila Prabhupada. See? So similarly, if you drink something, from somebody else's cup who's not clean, you may be drinking the liquid because you're thirsty, but you're drinking like muchi, consciousness. It'll affect you. So here, understanding the desires of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, immediately he said, bring the honey, bring the honey. But, nobody could get honey immediately. See? So Nityananda invested the potency, because he's non-different from Balarama, into the Ganga Jal itself. So when Mahaprabhu began drinking it in this verse, he became immediately ecstatic and he began to dance. See? And then the other devotees realized that he's enacting the Yamuna Kashana Lila in the mood of Balarama. See? So Srila Prabhupada told us that if you want to enter into the pastimes of Radha and Krishna, you have to first get the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And if you want to enter into the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then you have to receive the mercy of Lord Nityananda. And if you want to enter into the pastimes of Lord Nityananda, then you have to preach to people like Jagai and Madai. Because that's what Lord Nityananda did. So there's a kind of adhikar, or eligibility, if you want to attract the mercy of Lord Nityananda. You have to go out and preach to people like Jagai and Madai. And then you can attract the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then you can enter into Krishna Lila. So we find that generally we do get quite absorbed, in this week about Balaram Katha and Balaram Lila, which is good, which is fine. And even for Janmashtami we get absorbed in Krishna Lila and Krishna Katha, Radha Ashtami, Radha Krishna Lila and so forth. That may be there, however, we should understand that without the mercy of the Panchatattva and without the mercy of the disciplic succession, we cannot really enter into even Balaram Lila or Radha Krishna Lila. So this is reconciled here in the consciousness of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. So I'll just read several verses thereafter to put this into context. Text 118. Mada Mata Gati Baladeva Anukara Acharya Shekara Tanre Deke Ramakara. Translation. When the Lord, that is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in his ecstasy of Baladev, was moving as if intoxicated by the beverage, Advaita Acharya, the chief of the Acharyas, Acharya Shekhar, saw him in the form of Balaram. So we normally know that Nityananda is Nityananda Balaram. That's how we normally read the Chaitanya Charitamrita. But here we can see that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the fountainhead of everything. He is actually the cause of everything. So he can also manifest the form of Balaram, not just Lord Nityananda. Text 119. Vanamali Acharya Deke Sonara Langala Sabe Mili Nitya Kare Avesha Vivala. Vanamali Acharya saw a golden plough in the hand of Balaram. But who is this person? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. But he is saying Balaram. And the devotees all assembled together and danced, overwhelmed by ecstasy. See? Although Srila Prabhupada doesn't give purports, but we can see in between the lines here. It's very clear that first, in order to manifest the Leela of Balaram, it was invested with the potency of Lord Nityananda, who was also Adi Guru. Then Mahaprabhu manifested the Yamuna Kashana Leela. See? Then thereafter, by the mercy of Lord Nityananda and the manifestation of the Balaram Leela by Lord Chaitanya, we see Advaitacharya gets darshan of Balaram. He sees Lord Balaram. He cannot see Lord Chaitanya. And he is Acharya Shekhar. He is also Adi Guru. And then thereafter, Vanamale Acharya, who follows the Acharya Shekhar, which is Advaita Acharya, sees some detail. He sees a plow. Okay? So this is called also disciplic succession. It's very clear from these verses, disciplic succession. And then it culminates of what we should be doing. Text 120. Ehi mata nitya aila chari prahara sandhyaya ganga snanakari sabe gelagara. In this way, they danced continuously for 12 hours. And in the evening, they all took a bath in the Ganges and then returned to their homes. And this culminated in the Yuga Dharma, text 121. Nagariya loke prabhu yabe agyadila gare gare sankirtana karita lagila. The Lord ordered all the citizens of Navadvip to chant the Hare Krishna mantra, and in each and every home they began performing Sankirtan regularly. So now we'll discuss why that culminated in the chanting of the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In the previous appearances, Balaram appeared as Lakshman, and Krishna appeared as Lord Ramachandra. Yeah. So in earlier chapters in the Adi Leela, there are several verses in the Adi Leela chapter 5 that Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami have us understand that Lakshman's life was full of suffering. But he sacrificed his own happiness and suffered for the pleasure of Sitaram. See? And the first suffering of Lakshman that he suffered, amongst many others, is at the marriage ceremony of Lord Ramachandra and Mother Sita. Because prior to the marriage, Lakshman was the constant attendant of Lord Ramachandra. See? And he used to go in his inner chambers, in his bedroom, so to speak, and he used to rise, he used to get up, Lord Ramachandra. Very intimate service. See? Yeah. And he used to bring a bowl of scented water for Lord Ramachandra to gargle his mouth upon rising from the bed. See? So after the marriage, happened, the so-called female-bodied security stopped him. You can't go in there. Because Sita Devi is there. Now it's her service to rise up, in Brahma Muhurt time, Lord Ramachandra. So, he became quite internally aggrieved. But Lord Ramachandra could not do anything about it because he changed his ashram. They were no more like brahmachari boys, like that. So Lakshman, when he came back into his place, Urmila, you know Urmila? Who's Urmila? The wife of Lakshman. She saw that he was completely unhappy. But she will never question why he is unhappy. She was that type of consort. She will never question why he is unhappy. So she tried to please Lakshman in so many ways, but still it could not be appeased. See? Cannot be appeased. So this is just the first incident of his life which began, which is used in English word, but from the Sanskrit is called sorrow, full of sorrow. Okay. Still, however, when he heard that, this so-called external banishment was there, that Ramachandra, his elder brother, will be going to the Dandakaranya forest, he became very happy. So he immediately went to Lord Ramachandra, I'm coming with you. Right? And then he asked Lord Ramachandra, forest, dangerous place, right? No woman allowed. Yeah. So Ramachandra, yes, we cannot take, you cannot take any woman there, no woman allowed. Yes, he was very happy because he'll get his service again as a constant attendant. See? 24 hours later, he got the news that Mother Sita is also going. Like that. So Mother Sita knew his sorrow and appeased him and said, you may serve both of us. You may serve both of us, because she's senior, being the consort of Lord Ramachandra, the wife. But he wasn't comfortable. Still he was not comfortable, because you'll never see Mother Sita in the eye, always look at her lotus feet. Yeah. So there's many instances like that, in the actual original Ramayana, so to speak, where Lakshman went through that. See? So every time he feels, why am I the younger brother? Why am I the? If I was the elder brother, then I can do anything I want. I can do anything I want. So therefore, the desire was fulfilled. In the next appearance, Lord Krishna appeared as the younger brother and Balarama appeared as the elder brother. Yes. But then he realized that that was a kind of transcendental selfish desire. It's within the Leela Shakti or pastime potency of the Lord. It's not materialistic. See? So now, he cannot serve Krishna. Because Krishna says, I am your chota bhai, I'm your younger brother. What is I have to serve you. I cannot. I have to serve you. Okay. Then he became even more depressed. And he dare not approach Srimati Radharani to serve her, because she is also younger. See? So they are both expressing that you are our elder brother, we are meant to serve you. See? So he lost both ways, so to speak. Full of sorrow as Lakshman, now full of depression as Lord Balaram. Problem is there. See? Then I'm reading these particular verses to tie it in from the Panchatattva, from Chaitanya Leela. So, in the Adi Leela, Srila Prabhupada mentions that Janava Mata is also within the, you could say, list of Lord Nityananda's followers. And she's not only just a follower, you know. Janava Mata is, is the consort, the wife of Lord Nityananda. And in Gaura Gonadas Dipika, Janava Mata is actually Ananga Manjari in Vrindavan. See? So Lord Balaram, because of his internal transcendental depressed situation, depression, see? He was eager to serve Radha and Krishna, but he didn't get that opportunity directly in Radha and Krishna Leela. So out of his depressed state, it is not called an incarnation or expansion. It cannot be really understood in a way like that. Exhibited in the form of his depressed state, exhibited a sweetness in the form of Ananga Manjari. Sometimes they say expansion or something, but it's not really like that. See? Not really like that. So Ananga Manjari is considered, in one sense, she is considered like a younger sister of Radharani. And her transcendental service is to massage the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani, because younger sister can do to older sister. Yeah. So when that happens, then that consciousness, when Ananga Manjari massages the lotus feet of Radharani, Balaram becomes less and less depressed. Because Ananga Manjari is like partially non-different from Balaram. He becomes less and less depressed in that way. See? And then after, when he becomes less and less depressed, he goes into some ecstasy. He becomes a little bit, you could say, pagla or crazy. And people cannot understand why he laughs loudly, why he's just roaming around alone. But he's not alone. Because through the sweetness potency of the form of Ananga Manjari is serving Srimati Radharani. And then Krishna becomes very pleased because he knows the depression of his brother. Now he's not depressed. But Krishna will never accept service from Balaram. But Balaram does serve Krishna in different tricking ways in that way. Of course, there are instances where it's explained that Krishna accepts service from Balaram, but in the actual consciousness of the Leela, Krishna does not really want to accept service. Tricking way. Just like when Mukunda Madhava Prabhu was giving class, how like Srimati Radharani came and she tricked Rupa and Sanatan and served them. But they didn't know. See? So in the same way, Balaram serves Krishna, but Krishna may not know entirely. May not know. Yeah. Now coming back to this Yamuna Akashana Leela, Srila Prabhupada has some legendary disciples. They're legends. And one particular disciple was a legend in ISKCON. Her name is Mother Yamuna. Yeah. So Mother Yamuna in the early 70s used to live with her husband, Guru Das Prabhu, in Vrindavan. And Guru Das was the temple president during the construction time and so forth. So when Srila Prabhupada used to come and to see what the progress of the construction is and so forth, he used to interact a lot with Guru Das as the temple president. Yeah. So therefore he rarely saw Mother Yamuna. Didn't see her much. Yeah. So one day he didn't tell Guru Das anything, because that kind of relationship was between Srila Prabhupada and Mother Yamuna. So he sent his personal servant, go and call Yamuna. And when she came, she came to Srila Prabhupada, but she didn't come very near because she was very afraid of Srila Prabhupada. Because when Srila Prabhupada comes to Vrindavan at that time, prior to the temple opening 1975, he was always in a firm, grave, and even chastising mood. Why the construction? Why it's not going on? I want to open this temple. Like, very heavy, So Mother Yamuna was afraid of Prabhupada's anger. Like that. So Prabhupada asked her, why are you not coming to see me and serve me? You used to cook for me, you don't cook for me anymore. Why? Like that. So Yamuna admitted, Mother Yamuna, that, Prabhupada, I'm very afraid. You seem to be in a very chastising mood, of late. And she was basically referring to Srila Prabhupada's concern about the maintenance of this project and pushing to get the temple completely built, like that. So Srila Prabhupada said that only by his pushing this temple is being built. So he has to be like that, chastising, He has to be like that, firm, only by his pushing. So again, Mother Yamuna, she confessed that, Srila Prabhupada, I'm very much afraid of your anger when this happens. Therefore, I'm afraid to come close. Then Srila Prabhupada said, you may be afraid of your spiritual master, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't come and see him. Okay? And he then himself, Srila Prabhupada himself, narrated the whole lila of Yamuna Kashana lila. Because he kind of broke the ice, like so to speak, from the firmness. He said, this Lord Balarama, he also became angry due to intoxication of Varuni with Yamuna, like that. And Yamuna also became frightened of Lord Balarama. So he's mentioning this Leela. And when Mother Yamuna was looking at Srila Prabhupada mentioning his Leela, he became very dramatic, Balarama, is angry, very. And then she started smiling, she started laughing, smiling. Because he broke the ice, like that. Yeah. So then she saw that Srila Prabhupada was not imitating this Leela. He was completely absorbed in it. He was completely so absorbed in the Leela that he was not talking about the construction, he wasn't talking about, why he gets angry. He was completely absorbed in it. Yeah. So when he was completely absorbed in it, and he was discussing how, Balarama threatened Yamuna, see? She became afraid again. She became afraid, like that. So then Srila Prabhupada said that this Yamuna was so afraid that Balarama had to bring her by force. He cut with his plow, and as Mukunda Madhava was describing, brought about the tributaries yesterday, he is describing, like that, forcing her to come. And he said, similarly, I am forcing you to come to me, to stop your foolish reluctance, and please come back and cook for me. Very wonderful. Srila Prabhupada had a very special relationship with this particular devotee, Mother Yamuna. Then in the last several classes we have heard from Ram Rup Prabhu as well as Mukunda Madhava, that how Srila Prabhupada said that there's no difference between Krishna and Balaram. The only difference is the color. Remember? Both of you said the same thing. Just to complement that, to say a little bit more, once in Allahabad, this is related by His Holiness Giriraj Swami when he was there. Once in Allahabad, at the Kumbh Mela, a dispute took place between two legendary devotees again, and they are both late now. One is Madhuvisa Swami, and the other is Mother Yamuna. Yeah. So they were kind of arguing. So Madhuvisa Swami said that, there's no difference between Krishna and Balaram. Like that. And the only difference is that Krishna is blackish and Balaram is whitish. See? Because he's saying what Prabhupada said. See? Yeah. Then Mother Yamuna said, no, there is another difference. Like that. So Madhuvisa Swami said, oh, what? What is the difference? Yeah. So Mother Yamuna said, Krishna is the only enjoyer of Srimati Radharani and not Balaram. Not Balaram. See? So the two were arguing back and forth. It's a transcendental exchange, transcendental argument. And these are two legends in ISKCON, arguing. So nearby was Tamal Krishna Goswami. Again. So Tamal Krishna Goswami at that time was serving as the All India GBC, for all of India, GBC. Yeah. And he was Prabhupada's zonal secretary. And he was with Srila Prabhupada also at the Kumbh Mela. Yeah. So Tamal Krishna Goswami, he approached them. He said, what is problem here? What is problem? Yeah. So Madhuvisa said, oh, you're zonal secretary, okay. We'll put the problem, not a management problem, but put the problem in front of you, like that. Yeah. So he heard both sides, like that. So Tamal Krishna Goswami said, I don't want to speculate, but I'll put this forward to Srila Prabhupada, like that. So he brought the matter to Srila Prabhupada. And he began by saying, Madhuvisa is saying that there's no difference between Krishna and Balaram. Krishna is blackish and Balaram is whitish. That's the only difference. Otherwise, there's no difference. Then Srila Prabhupada said, Madhuvisa is right. Then Tamal Krishna Goswami said, but Srila Prabhupada, Mother Yamuna is saying like this, that there is a difference, that Krishna is the only enjoyer of Srimati Radharani. Then Srila Prabhupada said, Yamuna is right. See? Then Tamal Krishna Goswami said, but Srila Prabhupada, how can both be right? How can both be right, They both are saying different things. They both can't be right. Then Srila Prabhupada said, you are right. Then Tamal Krishna, he has a special relationship. He can be like pushy, with Prabhupada also. Then Tamal Krishna goes, but Srila Prabhupada, no, you got to say which is right. Please, you got to say which is right. Then Srila Prabhupada said, you decide. Yeah. So all these are like transcendental exchanges, very wonderful transcendental exchanges. So, Vasudev and Nanda Maharaj are very intimately connected. Prabhupada mentions this in the purport in the 10th canto also. Nanda Maharaj is the form of Madhurya Bhav, the sweetness of Vraj Mandala. And Vasudeva is an expansion of Nanda Maharaj as Aishwarya Bhav. So similarly, Mother Yasoda is Madhurya Bhav, sweetness personified. And expansion of Mother Yasoda is Devaki as Aishwarya Bhav, opulence, royalty. Like that. At the same time, within the, you could say, human-like, Nara Lila, human-like pastimes, Vasudeva and Nanda Maharaj, quoting by Srila Prabhupada, who quotes Sripad Madhavacharya, Srila Prabhupada quotes, and he said Vasudeva and Nanda Maharaj were like kind of step brothers. Yeah. And Vasudeva's father Surasan, he married a Vaishya girl, and from that marriage of a Vaishya girl, Nanda Maharaj was born. See? And later Nanda Maharaj himself, he married another Vaishya girl, Mother Yasoda. And therefore the family is celebrated as a Vaishya family. Basically farmers. See? Yeah. So, one disciple asked Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, you always say that, Krishna is a coward boy, coward boy, coward boy, coward boy. Gopa, coward boy. So if Krishna is a coward boy, who is Balarama? Again. Then Prabhupada, as best as he could say, as best as he could say, because there's an innocence in the query from the disciple. How to best tell this? As best as you could say, spontaneously say, Krishna is a coward boy, Balaram is a plow boy. See? And there is a plow? Yeah, plow. Plow boy. So Prabhupada, what's the name? Haladar, 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 plow boy. Nice. These are the original forms of consciousness of the both Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna is the coward boy and Balaram is a plow boy. Haladar. All right, we have some also wonderful devotees in our midst, and we'll request Brajahari Prabhu to tell us something about Balaram also. Something. Give him microphone. He won't refuse me, my request.
Hare Krishna. So, Srila Prabhupada, as you said, they all said, Mukunda Madhav Prabhu, Prabhupada in his many places he mentioned that there is no difference between Krishna and Balaram except the color, black and white. And that is what we understand from Krishna book. And from the pastime of Krishna and Balaram, it seems that in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Nityananda Prabhu is the elder brother and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is younger brother. But Nityananda Prabhu played his pastime, always helping or supporting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mm-hmm. Always supporting. Mm-hmm. Like you said, Lakshman and Rama. Lakshman always subordinate to Rama. Mm-hmm. But whereas in Chaitanya Lila, Nityananda Prabhu, was helping, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Nityananda Prabhu go and just distribute Harinam in Bengal along with Haridas Thakur. So here I want to know from you.
He wants to ask a question.
I want to know from you.
Before you ask the question, I'll support what he is saying. You see, Balaram could not fully serve Radha and Krishna, but partially served Srimati Radharani in the form of Ananga Manjari. But our Brajahari Prabhu is so wonderfully saying that same Balaram is Lord Nityananda, and he fully served Radha and Krishna, because Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna, Naihanya. So what he did partially as Balaram, he fully did as Lord Nityananda. So that's what he's telling us. So many. See, Brajari, he can give class if he wants to, you know. So go ahead, please.
I finished.
No, you wanted to say something more.
That's all.
You had some question.
I asked you, no?
Huh?
You already answered.
Huh?
You already answered.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Yeah. All right, anyone likes to give comments or question? Devaki Nandan, something? Anything? Come.
I will tell everything tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, thank you for a nice class. I like that thing, Tamal Krishna Maharaj with Prabhupada. Once it happened here in Bombay.
Hold the microphone closer or increase the
One
volume.
it happened here in Bombay.
Increase the volume, yeah.
We had a lady ashram. So,
Like Brahmacharini ashram.
Brahmacharani ashram. So Prabhupada said, any lady they want to stay here, they must wear white sari and shave their hair.
Shave the head.
Okay. So, Prabhupada said this thing, and Giriraj Swami took it literally, that it had to be done. So he called the ladies, and he said, this is what you all have to do. Prabhupada was in Vrindavan. All ladies, they went from here to Vrindavan, they were crying. Prabhupada said, did I say like that? I don't think I said like that. So then Giriraj Prabhu was in limbo, what to say. So Prabhupada said, you have to understand the spiritual master mood. You know, literally you don't have to translate what I said. I mean to say that we should keep that kind of brahmacharani,
Like the renounced mode.
renounced type.
Maybe it's in the book. You probably put it in the book. Let's ask Ramrup 1 minute. Any of the Matajis, Vaishnavis have any question or comment? Anyone? Okay, please.
Hare Krishna. Once Srila Prabhupada said, now we have Balaram with us. If you have any problem in your life, just go to Balaram. He will, he is very kind.
Yes. It's a special week and special mercy. All right, anyone else have any comments or questions?
This is not related to today's topic, but general guidance for devotees who are in household life.
Why in?
Householder, Grihastha. Suppose we give some tips about health.
About?
Health. Healing and health. Good health.
Good health.
And we give guidance about, say, some investment.
Some?
investment.
Investment, you ask Devaki Nandan.
No.
Uh,
No, I am giving. I am giving.
For good health, you speak to Rajasuya.
No. What I mean to say,
One devotee named Rajasuya, he is more experienced than me.
suppose I do such a guidance, if I give guidance to non-devotees, I will attract good karma, right?
You're asking another question now.
No,
it's
same.
a third one.
Same.
Okay.
I am giving guidance about health, money,
Yes.
finance to others.
Okay.
I will be attracting good karma.
Yeah. You see, we have a farm called Talasari Farm. There we don't need any money. So if you want money, there's like artificial money and genuine money. So artificial money is the paper. Genuine money is agriculture. So if you want to visit that farm, sometime you'll see genuine money. But we have to go with the artificial money flow and turn it to genuine money, which is called farm communities, agriculture. That's what we should be preaching to the people. Otherwise, everything becomes like artificial. You digesting that a little bit? Yeah. Because, Balaram, as we know, Rishi go Rakshaya Vanijyam. Balaram is responsible for agriculture, plow boy. And Krishna is a cowherd boy, so he is responsible for the cows. See, so that's Krishna and Balaram. So Srila Prabhupada says our wealth is Krishna, Balaram, and the land and the cows. That's our wealth. So that should be our ultimate purpose in our preaching. There may be some intermediate steps before that, but ultimately we have to bring people to that point of Krishna and Balaram, the land and the cows. So that's our wealth. Thank you very much for your question.
Thank you.
Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki, Shri Krishna Balaram ki, Atai Gaur Premanande.